All right, hi. So this is the Tools of the Trade series by Liu Juntong. So that's me. So this is specifically for the students of Asia Pacific University for helping me up in the GCP next. So let me tell you what's great about this IntellJ. So, but first of all, let me tell you who am I and what do I do. So there's my name, Liu Juntong. I'm a full stack developer in Table App. So I work for a leading restaurant reservation system in Malaysia. I graduated from Asia Pacific University in 2014. So I know multiple language like Java, Python, JavaScript, Dart, Groovy, as well as English, Malay, Cantonese, and Mandarin. So I work with Android, Laravel, Flask, and a couple of stuff. Okay, so what is an IDE? Normally, people will say, nah, don't use IDE. IDE sucks. Use text, text editor, Sublime Text. Well, IDE is sort of like it's like a Swiss Army knife. So whatever that you need, IDE can do for you. It saves a lot of time, and whatever the package into it, it will boost your productivity like mad. It's especially useful for students. Whenever you are in a pinch, and you need to submit your projects very fast. So you can read up, copy paste it from Wikipedia. So IntellJ, like I say, a Swiss Army knife that can do many things properly. So without much further ado, let's head straight into demo. Let me open it up. Go on it. Right. Alright, so here's IntellJ. So whenever you open up IntellJ, this is what greets you. So what you can do is you can create project, import project, or you can open up a project, or you can check out from version control. Okay, this is especially important. I think I'll do one video about it next time. Okay, first, as I click on the create new projects. Okay, starts the video on for a while. All right. Off. Okay, I was using two screens, so I figure it would be much useful if I just share the little screen. Right, I'll share. Right. All right, so here's what greets you after you click on the create new project. So what happened here is that on this screen, you can see that IntellJ can do many things that you can possibly think of. So it does Java. Aside from that, it does Groovy as well, PHP, and there are plugins for Python, Scala, Ruby, JavaScript, and many more. So I'll choose Java. Okay, there's the command line applications. Right, I'll choose this Groovy. No library, come on. All right. Okay, so let me start a project first. What? Click new, perhaps? JDK, no. No. Creator. Ah, yes. Whenever my hides from me. ID, Java. Okay, so here's what presented to you after you created a project. So as a good developers do go, you should create a project first. So it's like main, sorry, source, main, Java. Okay, create Java module first. Java. I think I messed up. Oh. Hey. Right. So here's the file. com.algorithm.org. Okay, so here's how you create a project. First, you create a Java file. So let's name it demo. Okay. Okay. So as I'm not trying to teach you how to do Java program, this is what's great about IntellJ and why I recommend it. So why I recommend IntellJ? So it does many things as I mentioned just now. So it does Groovy database, Git integration, Dart, Scala, and many more. And it runs super fast in modern computers. So because it utilizes multiple cores, so when it runs inspection, it runs it almost instantly, and it indexes the project files at the start of the project. So did you run? If you run Android Studio before, you can sort of remember that it loads for a bit before the project starts. So that's the secret of why it runs so fast. Okay. So next is amazing hotkeys. It does those hotkeys like crazy. So as you can see these pictures here, you can do like when you master all those hotkeys, you can do as fast as these crazy coding guys in StarCraft. Okay, let me show you what do I mean by source code completion. Let me create a class named doc. Okay, you see how I do that? So normally in other program, in other IDE or other text editor, you normally have to click here, and then you have to click enter before you enter. You start coding away. But in IntellJ, we do it like we do shift enter. So we like escape the bracket. It's especially useful when you are doing with system.out.print bracket, then you want to jump up to the next line, you use Shift Enter. Okay, so let me do put some what's it called, variables into it. Let's see, put private string. Okay, it does, see, it does auto completion fast. Private number of legs. Okay, after private. Okay, so let me do this two member variables. Okay, so what should I do? To do getter, setters, and constructor. Normally you will type it out, right? We will type it out, but instead do a cheat code. Let's see. I'll bring up a dialog and I create a constructor. Highlight them all, and bam, here's a constructor. Okay, so what do I do with what if I want to do getter and setter? So I use alternate insert, getter, and bring up the dialog and put getter and setter. Then getter and setter complete. So what do I do next? I want to do string method. I just use the string method. That's it. So this is how I do a class with completed with the constructor and the getter and the string method. Okay, so what happened if okay, let's say I want to do a main method. So how do I do it? Well, IntellJ provides us very useful methods. Let's say PSVM. What does it do? It creates the main method, public static void main. So let me show you what it does. I click tab. Ta-da. So as I type DO, it immediately references a few classes that I can use. What if I, like, let's say I don't have the class and I close off the dialog accidentally. I don't know what I want to bring up the dialog. So what do? I use Control space. Okay. Autocomplete. New doc. So I put so I do. What if I do not know what should I insert inside? I do not know what's the parameter. Well, first we can hover over it. It shows either is an integer. Inside we need an integer and a string. Or if we really want to know what's inside, we use Control P. Okay. It'll show. Okay, so we know that the first parameter is name and the second one is the number of legs. So let's see. The name is dot and the number of legs is 4. Okay. So as you can see, if you if you get familiarized with all those hotkeys, your production, the rate of your production increase exponentially. Okay, so what's next? Are there any others more useful things for us to do in IntellJ? Plenty. I haven't covered many stuff yet, but let's do more hotkeys, shall we? Okay, next is Control J, which brings up code completion. There. So I want to do a for I or if now and many more. So let's do a for I. I want to print multiple times. For I. Okay, immediately bring up the for loop, and I can type like 6, 5, and I want to do a system.out.print. I do SOUT. Okay, all those useful methods coming out. And what's best about it is that you can add in your own shortcuts into it. This is all defaults, but if you want to do like really crazy and if you have your own templates you want to use, you can do it yourself. The system.out.print, I'll print it out. So now I want to run it. So how do I do it? Right click, Control Shift F10. Yeah, so I run it over here. Okay, so what's next? Template compression done. Duplicate line. Okay. What if you want to be you don't want to do a for loop? If you want to print out multiple times. Let's say so system.print on the print doc. So what if you want to duplicate this line? Do you go like right click, highlight it, copy, and then paste it up? Now there's a very simple hotkey that you can do it. It's Control D. You can print out multiple times. So what if you want to move this line into let's see, line number 15? Do you cut and paste or what? First, you can drag and drop, or you can Control Shift, go down, or up. Right, you can see it shows error. Immediately shows error as the inspection go through the code. It analyze and it found out, well, the doc object isn't initialized yet. It's really smart and really fast. Really good. Okay, so one common problem for students project or any project in like for text editor or many places, usually you will find like let's see, when you do copy pasting, you see all the codes are all jumbled up like this and that. Okay, imagine if the code is messy and the whole class is messy. So what do you do? Well, simple. We arrange it using IntellJ. It has an auto indent function, which is Control Alternate L. Yeah. It automatically fix all those messiness and makes it look clean. Escape bracket done. Okay, so as this IntellJ, it does one thing, is auto save. So if you done your code, you no need to click Control S, you no need to do anything else. You can just close your project and you'll be still there. It's auto save unless you turn it off, which is very unwise. And if you screw up, let's say you done something wrong, you did some unnecessary feature, like you did some stuff in for like 4 hours and you want to go back 4 hours before. So what do you do? Well, in IntellJ, there's a very useful feature. It's called local history. It shows what happened 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 11 minutes ago, 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days ago, or even a month ago. So you can even pick and choose whatever that you need and don't need. So here's the difference. So here was 4 minutes ago, and you can insert this line into this class. So I can do this. There. And go back to the previous file, to the previous version of file. These features, you can do it with version control, especially Git. IntellJ works very well with Git. I'll demonstrate to you guys in the next video. Okay, wonder when. Let's go back to the slides. So what we do, navigation, my favorite part. So let's say you have tons of files, tons of file left, dog, cat, or whatever. How do you navigate to it? Well, you can go Control O, this method, Control N. You can enter the class name. I want to go to the dog. Then I go to dog. I go to demo, demo, Control N, demo. If I want to, my favorite is double shift. So I click shift twice, I can search everywhere. Let's say I want to search a build grader file. Build grader file. Yeah, you go to the search through the whole file and help me navigate to this file. And what's more is great for presentation as well. So what do I mean by presentation is you can click view and enter presentation. Yeah, it immediately go large and it's friendly for projectors. Okay, that's the presentation. You can bring up all those toolbars with just a double click again. So next. All right, that's about it. So that's just a small. This is just a small preview of what IntellJ can do. It can do Android. It can do Python. You can do whatever things that most IDE can do. Okay, so thanks. So here's my details. And do join the GDG Kuala Lumpur Facebook group. Thanks for watching. Or if you have any questions, just ping me up. Oops.